Hello everyone, welcome to SNIC Sir's Spoken English and Grammar class. My dear students, already I have discussed with you the active voice and passive voice. Today once again we are going to discuss completely. So let's begin the session without wasting our time.
Active voice. What is active voice? Active voice means that a sentence has subject that act upon its verb. Then what is passive voice? The passive voice means that a subject is a recipient of a verb action. As we know, the active voice must have three things in a sentence: subject plus verb plus object. Likewise, the passive voice also must have five things, that are subject plus helping verb plus verb 3 plus by plus object. But do we know there is also certain rules of active and passive voice? Is that is, when we change a sentence active voice into passive voice, the subject become object and the object become subject. Okay, when we change a sentence the active voice into passive voice, the subject become object and the object become subject. Let me give you a simple example how it changes. Rama helps Hari. In this sentence, Rama is subject, helps is verb, and Hari is object. Rama helps Hari. When we change this sentence into passive voice, it comes Hari is helped by Rama. First Hari was object, but in this sentence, passive voice, Hari became subject and Rama became object. This is a very simple sentence. If we follow the rule and regulation of active and passive voice, we can solve it. So there are some interrogative sentence which we feel it is complicated, but it is not such complicated when we follow the rule and regulation. Let me give you an example of a very simple sentence. Do I call you? In this sentence, this is an interrogative sentence asking a question. Do I call you? So it's obviously it is interrogative sentence, so it's an active sentence and interrogative sentence, and we have to get the interrogative sentence of passive also. We have to make this sentence interrogative in a passive voice also. So how we will make? As the rule and regulation I have said you, active voice into when subject become object and object become subject. So we cannot make you with a question. Interrogative sentence we cannot make by keeping the you, but we can use the pronouns helping verb. What is the helping verb of this pronoun? You, are. We can ask the question, are you called by me? Are you called by me? Do I called you? This is an interrogative sentence, and when we change this sentence into passive voice, it comes, are you called by me? It's a very simple when we follow the rule and regulation. It's a very simple. Then there are such sentences which we feel it is already passive voice, so we cannot change it. Let me give you an example of this sentence also. For example, Rani will have met Raju by the evening. It seems to be passive voice, no? It seems to be passive voice because some students may have some doubt that, sir, it is already used by, and how can it be the active voice, sir? It is not active voice, sir. They will say rightly. So some clarification for that doubt. It is some of some of the students they may have doubt because as the rule and regulations of active and passive voice, when you use the by, it is used only in passive voice, isn't it? So what is our sentence? Rani will have met Raju by the evening. How we will change this into passive voice? Raju will have been met by the evening by Raju, by Rani. Raju will have been met by the evening by Rani. Is it not complicated? It seems to be complicated, but when we follow the rule and regulation, it's not complicated. So there are such rules and regulations of a sentences, how the what we use in a active voice and what we use in a passive voice. So there are such a rule and regulation. When we use the present indefinite, we use do and does, and that when we change into passive voice, we use is, am, are. That present continuous, am, is, are we use. Then am is in passive voice also we use am, is, are plus being. Okay. Then present perfect, what do we use? Have and has. In passive voice we use has been and have been, and rarely we use plus being. Being we use rarely. Then past perfect continuous, we use has been and have been. There also we use have been and has been plus being we use. Then past indefinite, what we use? Did we use, as we have used in simple present, simple indefinite or present indefinite, we used do and does. Here we use did. Then when we change this sentence into this active past active sentence into passive sentence, we use was and were. Present past continuous, what we use? Was and were. When you change into passive voice, we use was, were and being. Past perfect, what we use? Had. But when we change into passive voice, we use had been. Then past perfect continuous, we use had been, but when we change into passive voice, we use had been. Sometimes we use rarely being. As likewise, future tense also. Future indefinite we use will, and when we change that simple future or future indefinite sentence, active sentence into passive sentence, we use will be. Okay. Future continuous sentence we use will be, and when we change this sentence into passive sentence, we use will be plus being. Okay. It's a very simple. When we understand, it is very simple. Future perfect we use will have, but when we change into passive voice, we will see will have been. Future perfect will have and will have been. This sentence will have, in active voice we use will have, and will have been we use in passive voice. And future perfect continuous tense, will have been we use, and in future perfect continuous tense, when we change into passive voice, we use will have been plus being. Rarely we use. So in this way, the active voice and passive voice we can make.
So my dear students, how is the class? Did you all understand? I hope you all understood. So those who have not watched part 1 active and passive voice, please go to my channel and watch. And those who have watched and not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe my channel as well as click the bell icon button, so that whenever I am uploading new videos, you will be getting the notifications. Please like the video and don't forget to share this video to your friends and family members. Okay? So, my dear students, thank you for attending this session. Thank you for watching this video. May God bless you. Live many more years.